Ever since I dropped my review for Dragon Ball Absalon episode 10, the advent of Primal Instinct Gohan, people have been asking the exact same question, and I figure I give you the best answer that I can now with the limited amount of knowledge that I do have as to who would win in a fight between Dragon Ball Absalon's Primal Instinct Gohan versus Dragon Ball Super's Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, of course, Goku, we have far more time with him. We have far more of an understanding of the Ultra Instinct transformation, but I do have a little bit of insight after talking to Melavelli as to what the hell Primal Instinct is, where does it come from, where does it rank, and how strong and powerful it could possibly be, because this is by far one of the most interesting transformations in any Dragon Ball fan project, and I am so happy to be covering it today and versing it against one of the most powerful forms that we've seen in Dragon Ball canon. So sit back, relax guys, let's go ahead and dive into this BlackScape versus. Now, before I jump in, make sure to hit that like button if you would like to give me any ideas on future Dragon Ball videos. Let me know in the comment section below, give me an idea of what you would like me to cover, and I'll do my best to focus on those topics. Let's go ahead and jump in. I want to start with the simplest one, and that is Ultra Instinct Goku. The level of strength that we know for Ultra Instinct Goku is that he is on the precipice of angel power. His Ultra Instinct that we see versus Moro is by far one of the coolest techniques that we've seen in Dragon Ball Super and the most powerful, but at the same time, it hasn't even scratched the surface as to what Ultra Instinct is, because when he fights and trains against Whis in later chapters, Whis tells us that there are more levels of Ultra Instinct, and basically Goku is a beginner, so there is really no differentiating between Omen and Mastered Ultra Instinct, because Mastered would assume that he is at the peak of Ultra Instinct, and he really is not. He has just started out, so he is quite new to this new transformation, but we've seen that he can basically autonomously dodge most attacks. He can use extremely powered ki blasts, energy waves, and at the same time we find out he has the ability to create huge kaiju versions of himself, his own version of Naruto Susanoo that he can use in combat to hold or pin an opponent down while he goes in for the kill. As Ultra Instinct becomes more popular in Dragon Ball Super, I'm sure as the story continues we will get brand new powers for this transformation, but we do know now that it is extremely hard not only to hit Goku but also to avoid one of his attacks. So let's jump into a character that we really don't know much about, and that is Primal Instinct Gohan. We see Primal Instinct Gohan in Dragon Ball Absalon episode 10 when Kosho, Lieutenant Kosho from the Absalon army, kills his son in front of him, and that pushes Gohan into transforming into the Primal Instinct state. Now in this state he goes berserk in a way where he attacks Kosho like a wild animal, throwing him around the landscape like a ragdoll, punching his face into the ground, while Gohan actually takes a very physical transformation as opposed to Ultra Instinct, where he becomes far bigger, far beefier with long Super Saiyan 3 style hair and brow, but the hair, instead of flowing back, flows upward and remains black in color, with his eyes turning red and his aura getting a mixture of that black and red. Now, a lot of people are wondering what this transformation is and where Gohan got this power, and so I asked the creator of Dragon Ball Absalon, Melavelli, to give us a little bit more insight into what this transformation is and how powerful it could possibly be. And Melavelli sent me this, a chart of the different zones of Saiyan power going up and down the spine, a very Avatar-like concept where each zone has a different color and gives you access to different types of ki and abilities. The one that Gohan has access to right now, the one that he has unlocked, is the red aura zone, which is right on his tail, and it's an ability that only Saiyans who still retain their tail actually continue to have and have access to. It is the purest form of primal energy, it is what makes these Saiyans turn into Uzaru, and it is what pushes Gohan into the Primal Instinct state. Now this is completely different from the Broly Hikaru state that we see in Dragon Ball Super Broly, as you can see here on the chart, that Melavelli's description of these abilities show that the green aura zone is more to the back and is more a zone of anger and hatred, which is something that Broly's legendary state has in spades. It is completely the opposite of the Primal Instinct state, even though the Primal Instinct state, in my opinion, looks a lot more angry than whatever Broly has gone through in the past. It is actually even scarier than that because of the fact that it is the total lack of emotion. This state is as primal as a Saiyan can get, so there is no room for any emotions, no love, no hatred, no anger. It is very similar to the Hikaru state, but again, Hikaru draws from anger, while the primal state draws from the lack of emotion, leading to this state being a more primal form for the Saiyans than even what Broly has, meaning that this state, this transformation, is stronger than the Broly that we have in Dragon Ball Super Broly. So the argument becomes, is a much stronger version of Broly able to defeat Ultra Instinct Goku? And although I do think it would be an epic fight, and I do think it would be a really cool fight to see Melavelli actually animate, I don't think that Primal Instinct would be able to defeat the Ultra Instinct that we have in Dragon Ball Super, basically on the consensus that Primal Instinct doesn't last very long. It was enough for Gohan to overpower Lieutenant Kosho, but at the same time it wasn't strong enough to defeat him and push Gohan to revert back to Super Saiyan 4 right after maybe 3 or 4 minutes of combat, maybe even 5, while Goku can go into Ultra Instinct at will and can last in it for a very long time, even while training against Whis. So if we look at the duration of each transformation, it is clear that Ultra Instinct has the advantage over Primal Instinct. But when it comes to pure firepower, can Primal Instinct catch Ultra Instinct? I believe that it can, but I don't think that it can defeat all the various abilities that Ultra Instinct has, including the Susanoo state that Goku goes into when facing off against Moro. So there you have it, guys. That's my verdict with a little bit of info that I have from Melavelli on what Primal Instinct is. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and let me know which state do you think is the coolest. Do you think Primal Instinct is cooler than Ultra Instinct, or do you think that Ultra Instinct is cooler than Primal Instinct? And if you made it to this point in the video, you are now part of the hashtag #EndTheVideo squad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today I'm going to be responding to VQS Ryan. It's such a shame that she was wasted and poorly written. So much potential with her and the others. Hopefully Caulifla, Kale, and Kaba return soon, or they get a movie at least. I think that they will probably return before they get a movie, but honestly that's why I like Dragon Ball fan mangas and fan animations, because they've actually told the story of Kale, Caulifla, and Kaba far more entertaining than what we got in Dragon Ball Super, and it flows a lot better without being so aggravating like what we've seen in the anime. Anyway, thank you so much for your comment. VQS is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.